Dead man walking. Oh no, you Oh, what's up,
Oh,
everybody?
now we live. We up in here. We didn't even notice.
Oh, what's up, man? I'm Austin.
And it's your boy Mike.
Mm-hmm. Show deal, show deal. Yup, yup, yup. Um, what are you sipping on, good sir?
Y'all know what it is with the fly sippers, man. Decided to go with a little bit of a lighter affair, man. Went with what some would call the poor man's mimosa or just a man mosa. Um, Kind of a lighter beer affair. You get all of your beer notes, but topped with orange juice, just like y'all would make a mimosa with champagne and top it with orange juice. So this ain't your mama's orange juice. Or maybe it is, depending on how much she likes mimosas. But I don't talk too much about what I'm sipping on, man. What you over there sipping on?
Well, well, I got Napa Valley Quilt. Napa Valley Quilt. A little bit of Cabernet, and I think this is it for me for a long time, with the exception of this weekend, possibly.
You like me a good Cabernet.
Oh yeah. No. Mhm.
As me and Cam would call it, shout out to Cam. As me and Cam would call it, that's that pondering wine. You don't sip it to enjoy it. You sip it, and all of a sudden you're doing what we doing. You're getting stats and stuff, and you're having a sports podcast.
Yeah, yes, sir. Where shall we begin?
Quick little start off with some NBA news. Let me get back to the one note that I need. But
Oh no.
currently, the New York Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers are playing each other. Are you aware that the 76ers have had the most starting rotations in the league thus far? We're
No,
not
but it
even
makes sense
halfway point in the
considering
season.
that MB doesn't play back to backs. Paul George is in and out, and Maxey is the only consistent starter.
And there was a point where Maxey was out. They've had 24 different lineups, the most in the NBA. So how do you even find consistency in that team?
You wait till after the trade deadline. You think the 76ers will ever trade Embiid?
Probably shop for something good for him. And on the flip side of that same matchup, the New York Knicks have currently their fourth different starting rotation, which is second fewest in the league.
Yes. Just wait. Look who watch their coach. You don't care about ligament. You'll see that number change real quick.
Especially considering how much he ran those players towards the end of the season and how much he had to run with that, what was it, like an 8 player rotation that quickly turned into a 7 player rotation.
Think about this, man. Look at Derrick Rose. That's all you need to know. Ligament. Run. His teams always start off hot in the beginning and they
Mm-hmm.
fizzle out because they tired.
It's going to be a repeat of last year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Especially since Cat's actually moving now. Yeah. Just wait and see. It's not even the All-Star break yet.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's the main point I wanted to point out. Uh, is that it's not All Star break. Some other pains for us as the Mavericks, local Mavericks fan. Derek Lively got hurt. Positive is that we got Daniel Gafford back.
Daniel
So
Gafford working right now. Just got off a shift.
we talk about got off a shift. It ain't nothing but a quarter to eight. He probably bagging groceries right now with a cigar in his mouth.
Nah, he ain't back grocery. You know he working the back. My man working the back, yo.
That's why I said with a cigar in his mouth. He covering someone's break right now, and then he gonna go back to the bag.
My man, 26 going on 40, yo,
Go get
with a colder sack.
he out there bagging the grocery talking about hey, yo, young blood. I wouldn't trust this orange juice right
He
here, man.
be
Why don't you go back there?
yo,
Go back
Gaffer
there
be
and give me
calling
some
his
of that Minute Maid, baby.
coach young blood.
Woo!
Yeah, man.
And in fact, when he get to the bag, he gonna light up another black and mild.
You know he's staying with the black and mild. Black and
Black and
mild
mild with the cigars. Yep.
and a wave cap, not a do rag, just a wave cap, yo. Yep.
Headband still around.
You walk up, what's up, son? Like what?
But yeah, we did get Daniel Gafford back. Um, but yeah, and then we lose our other interior defender. So now no Luca, who defensively, kind of helps on the perimeter, and definitely half of our interior defense gone. Luca's not set to come back now until the All Star break. Our record is going to start plummeting.
Speaking of games and stuff, you know how much the game is for tonight?
Mm-mm.
The Pelicans against the Mavericks. Yesterday, the lowest ticket was $2 in New Orleans. Hey man, yo, like okay, the the Hornets play the Trailblazers and the Pelicans back to back. I'm only going to the Trailblazers game because I refuse to go, back and forth, man, to see no. But
Yeah.
how, how Zion get suspended when he don't play? He late for the flight. You don't come on, man. He
Easy.
just
He
show
eating
up.
too much jambalaya. He eating too
I
much
wish he
jambalaya and crawfish boils.
I wish he would have stayed in college for an extra year just to work on his maturity.
Hmm.
Because he still looks like a kid that's hanging out with his friends and
Yeah.
not a professional at a job. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So yeah. And I mean to be real, I mean, I'll probably still be doing childish things at age what 21, 22, 23,
Hmm.
but I ain't gonna be a player. But it kind of makes me think, does he like playing basketball? Or does he just like that he's good at it and dominant and it pay him a lot? You know what I'm saying?
That.
Like Ben Simmons. I don't think he likes basketball. I really think he's like, oh, I can do this, it gets me money. Because if Ben Simmons really liked basketball, he would have shot a basketball.
Hmm. Something right. I'm still tripping off of when Shannon Sharp said, "Man, that high heat in the dryer ain't shrinking your clothes. That refrigerator's shrinking your clothes."
He talking about Kelvin Benjamin. He said Carolina wasn't a bad idea. The buffet was a bad idea. I said, come on, Shannon.
Uh, yeah, we are going to definitely see our record kind of plummet until we actually get all of our pieces back. Because I definitely saw us play yesterday, and then I did not see us play the Nuggets yesterday. We was at one point down by 35, with most of our remaining main pieces in, still down 35.
It wasn't. Is that the game where Jamal Murray hit like 40 piece or something? Was it that
Yeah,
game? Okay.
Jamal Murray had 19 at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah.
Jokic's stat line looked like he didn't even want to shoot the ball. That's how on fire Jamal Murray was.
Jokic look like he don't want to play in real life.
I think at one point he had 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and only 2 field goal attempts because he was just facilitating that much. You can basically tell that we were all out of sorts trying to defend all of this extra space without Derek Lively. So, yeah. I also started to see what you mean about PJ Washington ain't it. So I'm a sip on that.
Don't let that damn shit fool you, yo. I told you, don't let that man fool you. Nah, he does not get rebounds. He's he has the size. He don't get rebounds, and he's soft as shit, yo. And he could be on a 3-point line like, dang, why you pass me the ball? Because we got Luke and Kyrie.
Right.
Meanwhile, Gafford out there working 3 jobs, supporting his kids, her kids, and his kids.
And one of the jobs is concessionist. He gonna dunk on you and then run to the cameraman, tell him a plate of nachos,
Mm-hmm.
and fix it himself.
I mean, yo, whenever he gets subbed out, you see him in the background talking about some beer, man. Beer, man.
Yo,
Ice
blood, get
cold
the Coors
beer.
Light.
I mean, up there walking the steps. Like a session. You
It's
know,
like,
that
when
man
do
be
you
working
clock out?
hard.
I
Oh
forgot
man.
who it was we played. Oh, when we played Minnesota, and Ant Man thought he had a free drive to the basket. Daniel Gafford caught up to him from the free throw line up and blocked it off the backboard, and everybody got so crunk. He was really sitting there like, yeah. Tell me why legit all I can see was again fucking black and mild and coming out of the mouth. As soon as he made impact with that basketball, you just it was like the Iron Man suit formed. You just see the wave cap coming.
Yep. Wave cap, black and mild. Then you can see he only has on the side. Yeah. Yeah. No capper, yo.
Good old Arkansas. Hey man, we got to poke fun of Arkansas a little bit.
Arkansas, man.
Yeah, that was the NBA news that I had
Oh,
because
I got one more. Hornets traded Nick Richards to the Suns for I forgot the player, but as long as our core four stays, I'm good to go. Miles, Brandon, LaMelo, and
yeah,
Mark
Mark
Williams.
Williams.
If Mark Williams gets hurt, I'm looking at the GM talking about you should have traded Mark Williams. You just don't want to have a you don't want to trade the person that you drafted, even though he hasn't been playing.
That part.
Sorry for you. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess we're on to these wild card games, man.
Ooh, you know what? Before that, let's start with college football. Let's dig
Oh
in
yeah,
there.
games coming up. What, Monday?
Ye- Um.
And
So,
we get
any
the
thoughts on this
inauguration
game?
that morning, and we get that Hornets game that afternoon, and then I think the national
Yeah,
championship is that
I would
evening.
not be at that game. I see what Aspen's gonna do with the tickets,
Mm.
but stay tuned because yeah, I will probably be listening unless I fly back a little early. Nah, that's stupid. That's stupid. That's no, that's dumb. Just so I can see not Luca. Nah, we good. Nah, we some of Kyrie and friends. Nah, I'm fine.
He said Kyrie and friends. Lord,
There we go. College football. We got all wild cards
Notre Dame.
versus Ohio State. What's your opinion on that? Ohio State. Vegas has Ohio State at 8-point favorites.
And I'm going to stick to that because both teams have reasons to be there, and they have shown why they there. They they're the two lowest wild cards too, right? So they had the two most difficult schedules to get through.
Almost. Yeah. Yeah.
No, wait, it's a 12 team. thing, right?
Yeah, it's 12. But I guess they have the high. So in round number two, the quarterfinals, they had the highest seed or the lowest seed.
Okay.
Mhm.
I was thinking, I don't know why I thought for some reason it was like an 8 or 10 team. So yeah, 12 team playoff now. So definite wild cards, and they both teams have proven why they want to be here. But like I said, the the defense of Ohio State has impressed me the most. So I feel like that'll be a reason that they eke out this win.
I got Notre Dame in the worst looking close game ever. Did,
Worst
did you
looking.
see that Penn State and Notre Dame game?
Mm-mm.
So there's an interception late in the game, right? And this is when I was like, what the hell are we watching? People are like, oh my gosh, it's such a good game. What a great play. Let me explain to you what the great play was. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Edge rusher decided, or his job was not to rush, right? Ball was snapped. Edge rusher drops back in a diagonal, right? Straight back. Quarterback looking at the wide receiver. At this, he didn't move his head. He didn't check his other reads or nothing. Just stare down that one that primary receiver. Stare him down. Now the edge rusher, right? He's just dropping back. Zone, boom, just dropping back.
Mm-hmm.
The edge rusher was the only person between the wide receiver and the quarterback. Quarterback still looking at that wide receiver. Throws the ball to that wide receiver. Ball gets interception by that edge rusher who didn't move. He just went straight back and stopped and looked. Like, okay, he threw it right to him. Oh my gosh, interception, man! What a great game. What game y'all watching? He just gave the ball up. But okay, all you college football fans out there, hey man, it's cool. It's cool. I like college football because it's very exciting. But don't tell me it's better than NFL for stuff like that. It's very exciting. It's a lot of points being scored. Um,
Yeah.
but I say it's exciting. It's kind of like how baseball is, right? Where the minor leagues are a little more exciting than watching the majors, just because the pitchers aren't as good. So you get a lot of home runs. It's very exciting. Knock out the park, right?
Right.
Majors, they don't make as much mistakes, so it looks boring because there's nothing happening because the pitchers are so good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of my philosophy of it. It's still fun. It's still fun. It's still entertaining. But some of the plays, I'm like, huh, touchdown, right? One dude, the wide receiver, didn't do any move. DB just slipped. He caught the ball. He moved. He made one move to the inside. Safety slipped. Touchdown. 70-yard touchdown. People slip.
Mm-hmm.
Look at those greatest. It wasn't like Tyreek Hill where he just blew by somebody.
Yeah.
No, people just slip. So entertaining, but
He said the worst looking close game ever.
hmm, I'm still gonna watch. I don't know what I'm gonna watch. I'm still gonna watch.
Dare you say it's going to be one of the rarest scores ever? A 5-4.
No,
Let me stop clowning these two schools. Let them just make it to the
no.
national championship.
It's gonna be probably 40 something to 50 something. And they're gonna say it's the greatest college football game ever. And I'm gonna be like, you're right.
Congratulations to the winner, but but yeah, my take would be Ohio State. So
Yeah, I got Notre Dame. Give me the hunchbacks, the turtle shells.
not the hunchbacks,
Hmm?
the ones that can't decide what their colors are. They claim green and yellow, and it's like, so get that navy blue up out of there.
Huh. But yeah, I think that's it, right?
Hmm.
Oh yeah. So is it time for the NFL? Time for the percolator.
Yeah. Guess before
Oh,
we get to doing a little bit of reviews of the wild card games, uh, those are all dealing with that. I don't like this rumor, but it's a rumor nonetheless. So I'm just going ahead and throw it out there. Carolina Panthers could be inquiring about Jacoby Myers after the Raiders fire their GM. Don't like the rumor, just let the Panthers build. That is my take on it.
I'll take him. I don't think that's that bad. Like, here's the thing. You probably like want the number one wide receiver. What do you mean by that? You know what I'm saying? Like, well,
Yeah.
what about T. Higgins? You're gonna have to pay him. Garrett
Hmm.
Wilson, fifth year option. You're gonna have to pay him, or you gonna lose him. Oh
Hmm.
man, boy, what about like it was another player. I forgot, but either way, I'm like, you're gonna have to pay these people. Adam Thielen, he's getting older, right? He's not a number one, but he can do, he can do some stuff. Xavier Leggett, people complain about him. I did at one point, and I kind of forgot. If you think about it, he was drafted to be number three because we had Thielen, Deontay Johnson, who was supposed to be the one, and then Leggett would come in every now and then, slowly get up to speed, but that didn't happen.
Hmm.
Coker, undrafted rookie, baller.
Hmm.
I think he may be the best wide receiver on the team. Maybe not as in like I don't. Okay, best outside of Thielen right now. But I think like potential, like next 5 years or next 2 years, maybe even next year, Coker. And if Leggett gets his hands right, Leggett and Coker will be perfect.
Hmm.
Jacoby Myers, not bad at all. So yeah, I think everybody claimed like wide receiver help. Bryce threw 3 touchdowns in the game. Like he's doing it with less, but you got to realize this, right? A lot of sportsmen say stuff, but they don't realize what comes with it, right? Like, oh man, you should go ahead and trade back with who? We got the eighth
And over
pick.
what money?
Yes, who wants to trade up to the eighth pick with us that they can't get later on? There's only two quarterbacks in this draft that people are talking about. There's there's edge rushers all through the draft, wide receivers all through the draft. Why? Why would you trade back?
Right.
Travis Hunter gonna be gone soon. Um, Ward and Sanders are gonna be gone. There you go. That's it. Everybody else is wide receiver, edge rusher, corner, safety. O-line sprinkled in here and there. But yeah, next season is the season for quarterbacks, from what they're saying.
Mm.
So yeah, it takes two to tango. So yeah, but the same thing with trading. It's like Broncos saying, "Oh, yeah, let's go get number one." Okay, who? Who are we gonna pair with Sutton? Garrett Wilson. How much money you got? T. Higgins. How much money you got?
Money you got.
And he wants to go because he's already on record saying, "I want to stay in Cincinnati," because he got Joe Burrow. Take it from Shannon Sharp. You don't leave a quarterback who can throw you the ball pretty well.
Hmm. Especially Joe Burrow numbers.
Mm-hmm. So,
Speaking of numbers, you remember those rookie numbers that Bo Nix had, at least for a rookie?
uh-uh.
second most all time total touchdowns for a rookie. Bo Nix was playing with back fractures that he suffered in the November game, November 24th game, where we played against the Las Vegas Raiders.
He must have been drugged up during those games, yo.
Had
That
to have
man was
been.
floating. That's why he was throwing the ball so far, because I can't feel nothing.
I'm about to say, I believe we played the Falcons after that. And that was his like 4 or 5 TD game. But yeah, from November 24th all the way up through the playoff game, which we'll get to in a second, he was playing with minor back fractures in 3 different spots. Would like to point that out. We also, well, we can do the games in order, I guess you could say.
All right.
So how
Listen.
about these Chargers and the Texans? Uh, what stood out to me was Justin Herbert doing his best Josh Allen impression.
Yeah, like two of them are not on Herbert, but two were, and two was too damn much.
Mm-hmm. You get to the postseason. That I agree. I agree. Houston holding it together at home as well. I think they had like a handful of sacks as well too. Actually, both teams had like a handful of sacks. It was kind of a weird edge rushing type day there. But yeah, he was giving it up, man. He was giving it up. It was also sadly a pick that both of us missed. So congrats to the Houston Texans.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming, man.
You you know all home teams won except the Bucks.
Mm-hmm. I knew that was gonna happen, yo.
Yeah, next one. Oh, I got a note on this one. The Baltimore Ravens hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. Did you happen to see how many rushing yards that the Ravens had?
Uh-uh. But I do know they had one drive where they didn't throw the ball at all. It was either Lamar or Derrick Henry.
Minus the final kneel down by Lamar Jackson, the Ravens ran the ball 49 times for 300 yards. Also, TJ Watt did not record a single statistic.
Well, here's the thing about this, right? Like, it's the same thing with Michael Parsons. You know how to defeat an edge rusher? Run the ball.
For
Can't do
those of y'all
nothing.
that like them pass heavy offenses,
Run it. Hands in the air now. Hands in the air. Run it.
you know how the Falcons could have won Super Bowl 51? Run it.
Hilarious. I can't believe that, dog. I was like, come on, man.
Oh, but yeah, they finished with 299 because the final play of the game was Lamar Jackson kneel down, but it counts as -1 rushing yard. But um, would you count TJ Watt as rushing?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, because they play in a 4-3, right? I believe.
I
Yeah,
think so.
yeah. I would say one thing though, these Edwards are getting smaller and smaller. And watching the NFL kind of shifts their stuff around
Mm-hmm.
and just to go straight, they're going to go away from passing to running because those small edge rushers get pushed off so easy.
Especially in Baltimore setup, which I'll touch on later in our predictions. You fake a guy one way, and now the guy that might pull the ball down got a free lane. Yeah, Denver at Buffalo. We had our first ever playoff touchdown pass from a rookie to a rookie in NFL history. which was Bo Nix to Troy Franklin, and that was a only points we scored all game.
Still about Franklin versus Marvin Mims. You think it's the same type of player?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely, which is another reason you see a whole lot of those. On top of now, we know that Bo Nix was juiced after November 24th.
Oh yeah, he was not coked up. They shot, they shot him up full of stuff, yo.
We could have scored three more, but then Will Lutz did his best Cody Parkey impression, and then we had a doinked field goal for a miss. So yeah, not a pretty outing from the Broncos. But after I found out about the back fractures thing, it was like, ah, okay. Uh, Green Bay versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Not much to see here. Jordan Love was showing love by
I
giving
mean,
out donations.
yeah, but like here's one thing that I did look from it. Um, like it gave me some concern, yo. So did you watch the first? I guess the the, the later part of the first quarter and half of the second quarter. Did you remember that part at all from the game?
Not too much.
Okay. The Eagles were up about 10-0, right? And they couldn't stop the I mean, the Packers could not stop the run. And that coach, which I think this is his downfall, he said, you know what? We're gonna let Jalen work right now. And then just threw the ball for like 10 minutes. And I was like, yo, what are you doing? You've been run just run you rested Saquon for this moment. Run
Mm-hmm.
Saquon. Because if y'all played a different team, nah, nah, they would have been, oh, okay. Oh, three and out? Mm-hmm. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get three.
They
Another
definitely
three and
would have
out,
got back into
another
this
field
game.
goal.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're saying.
So yeah, I saw that and I was like, they're gonna win this game just because the Packers can't do anything right now.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be real, yo.
Plus, I think they had six players get injured in the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. That was, it's not funny, man. What them Eagles were hitting.
Yeah, the opening kickoff of the
Them Eagles
game.
were hitting. I
The
said,
opening
damn.
kickoff of the game, the Packers receiver took the kickoff, got hit, and that ball was on the ground. Eagles get the ball the first 4 seconds. But yeah, nothing to see there. After one, and definitely after players started getting hurt, nothing to see there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, one that I did not get to see was Tampa Bay and Washington, which rookie of the year.
I mean, it was a good one.
I mean, he's got his team in the second round.
Yeah. I mean, did you see that hit that he took though, right?
Mm-mm. I was I
Remember
didn't
how
get.
we said, hey man, he needs to stop running like this in the NFL? He ain't get
Mhm.
hit yet. Until that game, he got hit when 4 feet out of bounds. I said, he got hit like a cartoon, yo. I
Oh wait,
said,
no, that part.
damn.
That part, yeah. I got to tune in late and I saw that. I was like, my man got depleted.
Yes, he
And
was like, oh, that's what I've been looking for the whole year. There we go. Yep.
see how you respond to that.
Yep. My man got hit like a crash dummy. Yo. He got thrown out by Uncle Phil.
Because yeah, never mind. I do remember watching some parts of it. I remember commentating on it a little bit on my page. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeesh.
Yeah, my man said, ah. But yeah, man, that fourth quarter was great.
And then lastly, the LA Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. My main note to touch on, and I'll let you go ahead and speak on some things a little bit. 9 sacks.
Yeah.
Rams got 9 sacks on Sam Darnold.
Like I knew that the Rams were gonna win just because of one, Sam Darnold, and two, nobody's talking about the Rams defense. Like they're super young.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like you know what I said about Jaden Daniels, yo. He too dumb to know what's at stake because he's so new. Same thing with that defense. See ball, get ball.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Darnold was holding on the ball too damn long. You know, my man was out there doing circles in the pocket,
Yeah, because didn't he escape one pass rush just to run
run
into a different
backwards.
pass rusher? And the dude that he escaped the first time came in.
He said, "Ooh, I can't do this." It went right back.
Yeah, you can't do that either. Hit my man with the start of the final atomic buster. But yeah, overall good opening weekend for the playoff, and now we got this division. So
Huh?
first up, we get the Houston Texans at the Kansas City Chiefs. Me, of
Yeah, man, ain't
course,
nothing to see here.
I'm about to say me, of course, since they got a week of rest. Andy Reid, he's going to keep his boys prepared. Going
2 weeks of
Kansas City
rest.
Chiefs. Essentially, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Chiefs. Now, one that kind of had me itching my head a little bit, but still got faith. The Washington Commandos at the Detroit Lions, but I went to Detroit Lions.
I'm with Detroit, man, hands down.
Very explosive offense, and I believe they get some players back from defense.
Montgomery's coming back too.
So
Uh-huh.
those three factors, yeah, take Detroit. Uh, Great year, Washington, but you ain't putting up no 35. Um, the LA Rams at the Philadelphia Eagles.
Give me the Rams. Just because the Rams can put up points, and if they try that BS again, nah. Even though Cup
I
has been
went
like
on
a
ahead,
non-factor, you still have to watch for him.
I went on ahead and picked the Eagles, but this is the other game that had me scratching my head for that exact reason you just said. Eagles mess around and try to do the same thing the Packers did. Oh yeah, nah, you better
Mm-hmm.
believe Sean McVay
Mm-hmm.
gonna pull them guns out, and all of a sudden you gonna look up at the scoreboard, you down 28-0.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, probably the MVP candidate game. The Baltimore Ravens at the Buffalo Bills.
Ravens.
I'm actually going Baltimore as well.
I
Mister Giving
think,
be giving it up. You ain't playing the Ravens defense like that, and the Ravens can also control a lot of clock.
yeah, I got a funny feeling, man. He's gonna mess up.
Hmm.
You know, like I have the Ravens winning by at least 2 touchdowns.
Not about two. A win, yes. I don't know about two. It's in Buffalo.
Yeah, I know. There's also Josh Allen, and it's that defense. And I think Lamar more than any other year is like, nah, I can't lose.
Wasn't it Thanos?
And if you think about it, Josh Allen didn't. The Bills didn't really turn it up on the offense until the third quarter, late in the third, fourth. You hang around with Derrick Henry, that can I can just run the clock out on you by running the ball. Oh, you guys gonna track Derrick Henry on his option? Lamar, meow. Oh, yo, y'all playing to run? Tight end, tight end, tight end. Bateman somewhere. Zay Flowers' knee is hanging out somewhere in the back in the secondary. I don't know.
His is hanging out. Yeah,
Yep.
give me Baltimore.
Is that the last game?
That was the last game. Yeah.
You sound far.
No, I think my microphone may have fallen. Yeah, a little bit of microphone slippage, but I think that was it. Unless you had any other random topics or anything in roundtable before
Um,
we close out.
Not really. I mean, was it Quinn Ewers declared for the draft? Man, you know what I say about that. Who's gonna reach for him?
hmm
So,
But we should have some more NBA news coming up in a couple of weeks as we come up to on All Star
mhm.
break. So, including hopefully Luca coming back.
I say rest that dude as long as possible. Hmm.
Yeah, I think that's it, people. Y'all know what we say, man.
Yeah,
Y'all stay
yeah.
fly. Keep on sipping.
Keep on sipping.
Oh, and definitely wash your hands because flu, cold, and norovirus are all going around right now. So please, please wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
All right.
Wash
But
your hands.
deuces.